A home full of snakes and a crocodile. That's what cops found when a 4-year-old boy shot himself with a loaded, unsecured gun. So the parents of a 4-year-old little boy who shot himself with a handgun he found in their home in Alabama have been arrested on charges related to the shooting, as well as charges related to the snakes and the crocodile that were found in the home. According to reports, Blount County Sheriff's deputies were called to a hospital last Friday, and this was regarding the little boy who was brought to the hospital with critical gunshot wounds to his arm and his knee. It was said that the mom, instead of taking accountability of the fact that the adults were irresponsible and left the firearm out for the little boy to get, she was instead fussing at the little boy in the hospital and making statements like, "See, this is what happens when you play with guns." No, Mom, this is what happens when adults are irresponsible and leave guns out for children to see and grab. Unbelievable. Reportedly, the little boy was taken to the hospital in a private vehicle, but he then had to be airlifted to Children's of Alabama in Birmingham. Police eventually got a search warrant for the family home in the Sugarland Lake community, and they found what authorities called several interesting pieces of evidence. That included DRUG paraphernalia along with DRUGS and several other firearms that were not secured other than the one the little boy used. Furthermore, they found like 30 snakes, and it was said 6 of them were deceased and covered in maggots. Absolutely sick. They also reportedly found a small crocodile. Seriously? It was said that the snakes were in various aquariums throughout the home, and the dead ones were in with the live ones. The crocodile was in a tank in a bathroom. Now, as you may know, it's illegal to have a crocodile in the state of Alabama and actually most other states. Fish and wildlife officials ended up taking the snakes and the crocodile. The parents were identified as 39-year-old Cassandra Lutz and 26-year-old Andrew Corey. They were both charged with first-degree assault in relation to the shooting. They also reportedly faced several animal cruelty charges, as well as chemical endangerment of children for the DRUGS in the home and the paraphernalia found at the residence. According to online reports, the little boy is in stable condition, luckily, and he is indeed expected to make a full recovery. Thank goodness, because this could have been totally different. Guys, lock your firearms up, put them away. Too many children are finding them and shooting themselves or others lately. I've heard about so many stories of this happening recently. And for the love of God, just leave the snakes and crocodiles alone. I mean, unless you have a special license or reason for them. Like, why would anyone even want a crocodile that's going to grow up and get big enough to kill you anyway? Make it make sense. Oh, wait, it can't. Anyway, for more true crime, be sure to hit follow. And if you're over on YouTube, make sure to subscribe.